Hi there everyone, Jack here again at the Vinyl Voyage. Today then I'm simply showing some of the albums I've picked up recently on my travels around Scotland and a couple of albums that came through the mail as well. So without further ado then, I'll show you the first one which I picked up in Europa Records in Stirling. This is the Offhooks with their album or their mini LP Off the Hook from 1988 and it was released on the Cartel label. The Offhooks were a garage rock revival kind of band out of Edinburgh. And this is a white label promo that I picked up of their mini LP. It's really fantastic stuff. If you like garage rock, you'll love this. It's really raw, really upbeat, really snarly. The band just firmly wear their influences on their sleeve. You know, it sounds like it could have come off of the Nuggets compilation or any Nuggets compilation. I'm surprised that they weren't included in the Children of Nuggets because yeah, this is really good stuff. 6 songs on it. It's very short. They're all their own compositions, bar the second song, I'm a Nothing, which is an absolutely fantastic number. It's a real ripper from the New York City 60s garage band, the Magic Plants. Give theirs a listen as well. There's a nice little blurb on the back. I think it was released by Cartel Records. But yeah, it says here, a 6-track mini album featuring Scotland's answer to the Headless Horseman. The Offhooks successfully combine a grungy garage rock sound, 60s punk imagery with a 1988 attitude. Buy this, kids, because it's a hot one. Features Lenny from the Thanes. Yeah, really cool. I'll just show you the record. So this came out, like I said, in 1988. And I believe by 1990, the Offhooks were no more. If you like garage rock, this is an absolute stomper. Check it out, the Offhooks, Off the Hook. So as much as the Offhooks were short, sharp and punchy, this one's really the opposite. This is Nectar's third album from 1973. Sounds like this. And it's on Bellephone Baculus record label, distributed by United Artists. Now I've been after this one for a while. I've narrowly missed out on this album several times on eBay. However, when I was in Glenrothes, looking at a few record shops there, I went into a place called Audio Emotions, which is like a kind of high-end hi-fi store, and I managed to pick this up for a really great price. I think I got it for about £15. It's a double album, and it's on that Bellephone Baculus record label. Now I got another album on Bellephone Baculus, and I'll show that one towards the end. That was kind of my big buy. But yeah, this is really great stuff as well. This is like really spacey, psychedelic, progressive rock. It's very jammy. The songs are really long on it. If you don't really like long songs with lots of guitar noodling, you probably wouldn't like this, because I think it was pretty much recorded live in the studio. They wanted to go for a more live sound on the third album, on this double. So, you know, it is really long. I think out of all the songs in the album, there's only one song that clocks in under 5 minutes. You know, you look at the artwork and it kind of tells you everything you need to know. It's very space rock. You can see the band there. If you don't know Nectar, they were an English prog band, but they kind of get lumped in with the krautrock scene because as much as they were an English band, they were formed in Hamburg, to the north of Germany. This was recorded in Cologne. But yeah, it's really good. I'm not fully absorbed this one yet. I've mainly just listened to the first side so far. But yeah, it's really good. I'll just show you the label. I love the opening track. Really melodic guitar. It's called A Good Day. Really lovely melodic guitar in that one. And then they have like a little bit in one of their songs. It's called New Day Dawning, where they put in a little excerpt from Norwegian Wood, which is quite cool as well. But yeah, lots of mellotron, lots of synths, like killer guitar. And yeah, if you want to kind of space out, you want some space rock, give Nectar's sounds like this a go. Alrighty then, so I picked up another couple of records from Glenrothes while I was there in another store called KCC Vinyl Record Store. The first one I got was Tom Waits' Blue Valentine from 1978. It was his 6th studio album. What an album this is. Released on Asylum Records. I really like this. I've not got a lot of Tom Waits in my collection, but always happy to pick up a Tom Waits album when I can, especially when it's only £12, which was a wee bit of a bargain because this is in like kind of near mint condition. I love the opening track. It starts so fantastic with Somewhere. It's the only cover on the album from the West Side Story soundtrack. And it starts off with those really grand, epic violins. And then you get that deep trademark Tom Waits growl, which just sounds so authoritative. You know, for me, Tom Waits is like Johnny Cash. When he sings, you've got to sit up and listen because he's always got something to say. Like, I love his storytelling in his songs. But this album here is just so bluesy, jazzy. It's really, really good. Some fantastic songs on here. I love Christmas Card from a Hooker in Minneapolis. It's such a great storytelling song. Romeo is Bleeding's great as well. So, you know, it's songs about hookers with hearts of gold and gangsters who get blown away in movie theatres. It's just, yeah, just really, really epic. Like I said, I don't have a lot of Tom Waits, but I would like to get more. Just a quick look at that Asylum label. Really, really good stuff. So the second one then I got is actually an album that I already have, but for £3, there was no way that I was going to be leaving behind this beauty. It's like a near mint copy of The Hangman's Beautiful Daughter by the Incredible String Band. Like I said, I've got a UK reissue of this already. This is a German reissue, an early German reissue, which is really nice as well. Like I said, it's near mint, but what a fantastic album this is. If you've not heard it already, the Incredible String Band's The Hangman's Beautiful Daughter from 1968, produced by the amazing Joe Boyd on his Witch Seasons production label. It was, the band were discovered out of Edinburgh by Joe Boyd, and Joe Boyd, kind of obviously legendary producer who produced everyone from the Fairport Convention to Nick Drake, obviously the Incredible String Band, but he cites this album as probably one of his biggest achievements, and I think is probably his most influential album that he put out. I know that I read an article from Joe Boyd recently where he cited Nick Drake as his kind of biggest disappointment because he felt that Nick Drake was always a man out of time, and the Nick Drake albums should have been better received because he could see what was amazing about Nick Drake and he felt that no one else could. He said that this would be his other kind of crowning achievement, The Hangman's Beautiful Daughter. Absolutely fantastic album. Beautifully weird, psychedelic folk. I'm not sure which one I'll keep, whether I'll keep the German press or the UK press, because this is probably in better condition. But yeah, what a bargain for £3. So like I said, I also got a couple of records online as well. So I got this one. It's a 2020 album from US indie band, The Magnetic Fields. This album's called Quickies, and it's exactly what it says. It's a number of quickie songs. I think there's 28 songs on here, ranging from 12 seconds to 2.5 minutes. But yeah, kind of really nice, quirky indie pop. If you don't know The Magnetic Fields, writing a lot short songs isn't new to them. They've got that fantastic album, is it a triple album, 69 Love Songs, whatever it's called, which is really good as well. But yeah, this is really good stuff. Magnetic Fields, of course, led by the fabulous songwriter Stephen Merritt. And this album, the thing that I really like about this album, I like the kind of idea of all the short songs, but what I really like about it is all the unusual instruments he uses. So there's lots of strange homemade instruments used on this album, ranging from cigar box ukuleles to cigar box cellos, accordion, celeste, wine box cello, mellotrons, prepared piano, whatever that is, cigar box percussion. Yeah, it's really, really cool. I love the sound. It's a really unusual sound and just filled with songs that are very typical of Stephen Merritt's style. So you've got song titles. I'll read you a few of these lyrics because they're really bizarre. So you've got all these songs on here, 28 songs. Some of the titles, well, track number 2, The Biggest Tits in History, all about a woman with the biggest tits in history. But I'll go into the third verse. This is what she does with her gift. She's working for the government. She's breeding them for clones to use them on the battlefield for intercepting drones. Her mother did the same work. It's all through her family tree, and that's why Lola's got the biggest tits in history. Absolutely inspired stuff. You've also got Kraftwerk and a Blackout. My Stupid Boyfriend's really cool. My Stupid Boyfriend can't find his own house on a map. My Stupid Girlfriend can't make any question a trap. Can make any question a trap. My Stupid Boyfriend wants mummy to pick up his room. My Stupid Girlfriend fills each day with impending doom. Then you've got other songs like Bathroom Quickie, which is like one of the really short ones. Bathroom Quickie, pick me up, let's have a bathroom quickie, give me an enormous hickey like a tattoo, Ricky, God, I want a bathroom quickie, I want you to get me sticky, and I you. So yeah, if you want something quirky, if you like quirky indie stuff, then Quickies by the Magnetic Fields might be for you. I also got the first album from Teenage Fanclub from 1990. This is Catholic Education, which was released on Paper House Records before they signed to Creation. But yeah, this is a lot heavier than, you know, Bandwagon-esque or Grand Prix or any of these type of albums. I love that inside cover. It's really cool. Some great songs on here from Norman Blake and Raymond McGinley, Jared Love. Whereas it's interesting to note that usually the songwriting split evenly between the three band members. Jared Love only writes one song on this album, so I don't think he'd really come to the fore. But yes, it's got a harder sound than maybe what you would be used to, a little bit more indebted to maybe bands like Dinosaur Jr. You can still hear the beginning of that Big Star influence, but I think it's got a bit of a Dinosaur Jr. kind of vibe to it. I actually saw Teenage Fanclub live not long after they released this album, and it would have been in, I think, 1991. This came out in 90, but I saw them supporting the Pixies at Glasgow SECC, and I bunked off school for the day, went to the SECC with a few of my friends, watched the Pixies do their sound check. I stalked Kid Deal for the whole afternoon while she was on the telephone, got her to sign my Plant a Sound single, and then obviously saw the gig, which was fantastic. When the Teenage Fanclub played, for some reason, halfway through the gig, they started throwing out fruit to the audience. So they were throwing out bananas and apples and pears. I don't know if it was maybe they felt that the audience looked a little bit vitamin deficient. They would give us a helping hand. But yeah, it was really kind of grungy sound for Teenage Fanclub then. Unfortunately, that gig did not end well, because after the third song, after the Pixies started, after the third song, the barrier collapsed. Everybody surged to the front of the stage and the barrier collapsed. I think a few people got crushed and they had to cancel the gig. But yeah, it was great to see Teenage Fanclub on that bill as well. I saw Cud and Liverpool's The Real People. So yeah, good night, and just a pity that we didn't get to see all of the Pixies. But yeah, really good. Some of the great songs on here. Everything Flows is fantastic. Every Picture I Paint, Everybody's Fool. Really good stuff. What a start to Teenage Fanclub's recording career. My big buy then of the summer was this. The band's called Message. The album's called From Books and Dreams. It was released in 1973 on the Baculus Bellophone label. This is a first press. You can see here, it was originally, when it was put out in Germany, it was a quadraphonic release. But just check out that album cover. It's just so striking. Really pleased to pick this up. I got it for a decent price. It's an expensive record. It's certainly an expensive record for me, but like I said, I got it for a decent price, and it's in fantastic condition, excellent condition throughout. But yeah, if you don't know the Message or this album, they are a krautrock band, kind of hard rock with progressive elements, little psychedelic flourishes. There's little jazz elements in there as well, especially when this saxophone kind of weaves in and out of a few different passages. There's kind of strange sounding vocals, and it's actually quite a sinister sounding album as well. You can kind of get that feel from the cover. There's obviously a little bit of a cult theme to it, with a little sprinkling of Black Sabbath. Yeah, the album kind of revolves around the idea of dreams and nightmares. It would have been the perfect album to have shown during Mark Morris's sleep disorders thread. I could have pretty much shown this album, and that would have been my whole video, because you've got songs on here like, let's see, Sleep is the first one. Rest your head and sleep, let your mind roam free in the land of dreams. Be careful, treachery awaits. deep down in the back of your brain. Thoughts will return, thoughts you'd wish you'd long forgotten, but sleep you must, so sleep, sleep, sleep in peace. Then you've got dreams. Then you've got a song called Nightmares. Then it goes on to side 2. And before it goes into side 2, you're helpfully told,
the dream is not over. You have only reached the point between when you turn over.
I'll just show you the label. It said on Bellophone, Baculus. What's quite interesting about the band as well, obviously they're seen as a krautrock band, but they were a band that were made up of Scots as well as Germans. So you had 2 Scottish guys in the band, 2 German guys in the band that were formed in Dusseldorf. But where are the names? Let's see. So you've got Tommy McGuigan on vocals, sax and mellotron. I'm guessing Tommy McGuigan's one of the Scottish guys. Then you've got Horst Stachelhaus on bass. He went on to play in the band Birth Control later in his career. Then you had Alan Murdoch. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's probably Scottish as well. He was on guitar. And then you've got Gunther Klingel on drums. But yeah, really, really good stuff. That is Message with From Books and Dreams. So there we have it. That's what I picked up over my summer holiday, album-wise. Now I really, really, really need to take my foot off the gas with buying albums for the rest of July. I've spent much more than I normally would, so no more albums for July. We'll see what happens in August. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you saw some albums that you might like to listen to yourself. Please give us a like or comment on any aspect of the video. If there's other albums from some of the artists that I've shown that you've heard, or you've got an opinion on these artists, stick a comment in the comments box. And if you enjoyed the content, you would like to see some more of it, please also subscribe. That's it for just now. Until the next time, see you later. Bye for now.